Well, hello there, folks. I heard Masterpiece Cuisine serves food so good it'll make you want to slap your taste buds and apologize later. Now, don't be alarmed if the temperature in here starts rising. That ain't the kitchen, that's me, baby. 'Cause I'm just a hunk of burning love, and I'm ready to eat like a king. Welcome to my story. Thank you very much.
Elvis Presley dining at Masterpiece Cuisine.
The bartender says, it's a sizzling Vegas evening, neon lights blazing, slot machines chirping like caffeinated crickets, and inside the plush, velvet-lined interior of Masterpiece Cuisine, something is about to happen. Something big.
The waitstaff is whispering. Diners are gawking over creme brulee. The maitre d' is visibly sweating despite the air conditioning. Why? Because Elvis Presley has just walked in the door. Now, it's not young Elvis. Not quite. This is peak Vegas Elvis, the jumpsuit-clad, cape-wearing, hip-swiveling icon of indulgence. Looking like a cross between a rhinestone comet and a southern fried superhero. He strides in slow motion, or so it seems, the rhinestones on his white suit catching the chandeliers and casting tiny disco balls onto the walls. Elvis is chewing gum with a kind of spiritual authority.
Elvis, party of one, he says to the hostess, his voice the verbal equivalent of peanut butter sliding off a banana. She blinks. Right this way, Mr. Presley.
He doesn't sit. He descends into the booth, a wide corner seat upholstered in crushed red velvet, with the grace of a man who's performed a karate kick in every time zone. He fluffs his cape behind him like he's settling in for a press conference. His gold rings clink against the menu as he lifts it, eyebrows raising at the offerings like he's reading sacred scripture.
Now, darling, he says to the wide-eyed waiter, I'll have the Wagyu beef sliders, but can you ask the chef to fry 'em up like Mama used to do in Tupelo? And let's talk mac and cheese. I'm talking soul-stirring, hip-shaking cheese. Not that dainty drizzle. Don't be shy with it.
The waiter nods solemnly, as if she's been entrusted with guarding the Holy Grail.
And bring me something cold and bubbly, Elvis continues, pulling off his sunglasses with the flair of a magician about to reveal a rabbit. Surprise me, but not too much surprise. I don't need no kale or fancy green floating bits. I want a drink, not a garden.
As the orders go in, the kitchen goes into overdrive. Pots clang. Someone's chopping with the precision of a ninja. A chef yells, "We need more butter!" The king wants extra buttery luster.
Back at the table, Elvis has a napkin tucked into his jumpsuit collar and is serenading his water glass with a low hum of Love Me Tender. A couple at the next table nervously clap.
Elvis winks and raises his eyebrows like a Vegas Jedi. Thank you. Thank you very much.
When the food arrives for Elvis, it's a spectacle. Sliders stacked like little burger skyscrapers, mac and cheese that glistens like gold bars in a southern vault, and a banana cream pie the size of a roulette wheel.
A flaming cocktail arrives in a tiki mug shaped like a guitar. Now this is what I call a masterpiece, he says, eyeing the spread with reverence.
Elvis takes a bite of the slider, closes his eyes, and makes a sound so deeply appreciative it borders on inappropriate. Lord have mercy.
This thing's so good I might marry it. He takes another bite, pauses, and mutters, "Don't tell Priscilla."
He attacks the mac and cheese like a man who's fought through the desert to find it. Elbows flaring, hips twitching unconsciously to a rhythm only he can hear. A child across the room tries to imitate the hip thrust and knocks over a glass of Sprite.
Kid's got potential, Elvis says with a smirk, pointing his fork like a scepter.
Midway through dessert, he stands up unprompted and belts out half a chorus of Can't Help Falling in Love into a breadstick. The room erupts into confused applause. One man weeps softly into his creme brulee. A woman faints near the restrooms. The hostess fans herself with a takeout menu. At last, Elvis leans back, patting his stomach like a king content with both his rain and his ravioli.
Well, that was a spiritual experience. He sighs, waving off the check with the grand gesture of someone who's bartered with angels. Put it on the Colonel's tab.
He stands, throws on his cape like a man preparing for liftoff, tosses a wink to the bartender, and with a final, exaggerated swivel of the hips, glides out into the Vegas night.
The restaurant falls into silence for one beat, then erupts. Because when Elvis dines, he doesn't just eat, he performs.
Well, folks, that meal was so good, I think my taste buds just signed a recording contract. Now, if y'all hear strange noises coming from the kitchen, don't worry. It's just my stomach doing an encore. Everybody in the wholesale block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Especially table 5, they had the shrimp risotto. Thank you very much for watching.